Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me Jia and this is a requested video. I don't know मेरे को कितने सारे comments आए थे इस चीज़ के लिए that you please दीदी थोड़ी सी tips दे दो for analytical paragraph because you guys are doing it for the first time in class 10th. Okay, so I'm just going to be telling you guys फटाफट से all the things you should know before giving your board examination about analytical paragraph. I've already covered topics like unseen passage, case-based, factual passages, discursive passages, grammar. I will be talking about poetic devices and literature too. Okay, so now let's get started with the analytical paragraph. So first question is, what is analytical paragraph? I'm going to be wrapping up this whole topic in like 4 to 5 minutes. So just stay with me. What is analytical paragraph and why is it like given in your exam? So basically the teacher wants to see how well you can logically present the data given to you. Now the data can be given in any form. It can be in they can give you a pie chart, or they can give you a line chart, bar graph, or maybe a tabular form, or maybe they can give you a news article or a report. They can give you anything and it can be on anything. Okay, it can be on any topic. Like for example, it can be on literacy rate, the growing literacy rate of India. It can be on the gender ratio of different states of India, or maybe something else, the economic growth of other countries or something. Basically in this analytical paragraph we are comparing two or more than two things. So basically you have to talk about that comparison, okay, in the analytical paragraph which you're gonna write. So abhi kitne marks ka aata hai? So it carries 5 marks and you can easily score 5 full marks in your board exam in this section. Now what is the format? Now what is the structure? How do you have to write it? What is the word limit? Now in the question, I just saw a few questions before like starting this video. So I just saw this question, like for example, it's written, write a paragraph in not more than 120 words analyzing the performance of this thing. Like for example, this question is on performance of students in both term 1 and term 2, and subjects are given and the marks are given in a bar graph format. If you want any example like practice question, I have 2-3 analytical paragraphs here, so I can provide you guys these. I can post it on my community post. So if you want that, do tell me. Okay, so now let's come to the main point. What should be the structure? So first of all, the word limit is it's clearly written that it should not be more than 120 words, but that does not mean that you cannot write 130, 140 or 150 words. You can exceed it till 150 words, because the first thing is you cannot leave any important information. The teacher is not going to deduct your marks if you exceeded the word limit by 20 or 30 words, but they will surely deduct your marks if you did not write your answer completely, if you didn't write it in a proper format. Okay, I'm going to be talking about the format in just a minute, but first let me complete about the word limit. So the teacher is not gonna sit there and a teacher, I mean the one who's checking, is not gonna sit there and count the number of words you've written. They are just going to be seeing what you've written and what format it is in. So it should be proper format. Word limit ka don't worry that much. You can exceed it till 150 words. Okay, and do not argue with me in the comment section. I'm not gonna be arguing with you all because it's your life, your choice. I'm just giving you some tips. Okay, so next thing is the format. Format is very easy. It's basically a 3-tier structure type. The first thing is introduction. Your introduction should be very brief, within max to 2-3 lines, but introduction is very important. It's as important as the body and the conclusion. So you have to start with an introduction. So when basically introduction, you're gonna be telling, like for example, let's take this performance of students in both term thing. So you're gonna start with the academic performance of student in this year, this term. Isme just like you can talk about we have a bar graph, or we have a line graph, or we have a pie chart. So like talk about the type of data you've been given, talk about the topic, okay, talk about the year which is mentioned in the data. Okay, now then you have the body. After the introduction you have the body. You have to write at least 7-8 lines there, or let's just say 70 to 80 words की body, and उसमें you cannot add any personal opinion. Just stick to whatever is given to you. Either it's number of students, number of whatever it is, or maybe some amount of money, or like some percentage about something. So you just stick to whatever it is and compare in whatever 2-3 things in between, whatever 2-3 things are given. Okay, basically you have to compare. Okay, now the next thing is The third thing is conclusion. You have to conclude in like 2-3 lines again, and conclusion is also very important. Teacher may not read your body that attentively, but the teacher will read your introduction and conclusion, because that's basically the thing is that introduction conclusion is totally on you, how you are going to write it. It's not given there, the data is given there, everybody is writing it the same way, but the introduction and conclusion is on you. So you have to make a very great impression there. You have to use very nice words. In some of the questions it is given you may begin with this line, so you have to use that line only, okay, and you may conclude with this, you have to use that. There are some words which you should not repeat, like for example, if there is something like the literacy rate has increased in this XYZ state from this year to this year, so if you use the word increase 2-3 times already, do not repeat it again. Use words like surge or grew or something like that. You have to do some work, put in some effort, go to ChatGPT and like search for some extra alternative words, okay, and then write, because I don't want you guys to repeat your words. That just does not create a nice impression. Now the last thing is yeah, I've already told you about not adding personal information, sorry, personal opinion. You have to just stick to whatever is given there. And the last thing is you have to conclude with in conclusion or therefore or however or like whatever word you, it totally depends on what the data is about, right? But you have to use nice words. And the last thing is, do not use words which you don't know the meaning of just because you want to look cool, because you don't know the meaning of that, but the teacher definitely knows it, because in CBSE checking we have the best teachers there. So please do not use words jinka you don't know about, like what's the meaning of that word. And अगर किसी spelling maybe you have थोड़ा सा भी doubt ना, just leave that word and use an alternative. Use simple vocabulary, okay? Extra vocabulary use करने की you're not gonna get extra marks. And yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. I'm going to be talking about poetic devices in my next video. So thanks so much for watching this video. Bye. All the very best.